Yo, what's going? Back at it again. Same shit. Fiat farming. Number 5? Yeah, number 5. Let's do it. So yeah, this is gonna be a shorter. I always say that it's gonna be a short video, but then it ends up going on for like 40 or 50 minutes. I don't know who actually sticks around for that long. But yeah, this time I actually have like a time frame in mind, so I'm trying to keep it under 20 minutes. But I'm fiat farming, guys. Like what do you want? I'm fiat farming right now. I am in the city door dashing. Just got done dropping off a pizza and some tacos, and I want to buy Bitcoin. I want to buy Bitcoin today because the price dropped from 125 to 120, and every time the price drops, I just get this uncontrollable urge to go buy Bitcoin. But unfortunately, right now I have to go get some gas and put some gas in my tank first, because you can't fiat farm without any gas. So we're gonna be picking up this order and then running to the gas station afterwards. I think I've got like 50 miles on me. But DoorDash is doing a pretty nice promotion right now. It's like $2 for on top of every order. It might be like $2. What the fuck is that gonna do? It makes it worth it. It definitely makes it worth it. It helps pay for gas. It helps boost the profit margins. I'm getting paid almost like $10 for this like 6-mile drive. But we're gonna go ahead and run in here real quick. Appreciate it. Yeah. All right, cool. So just picked up this little order. We're gonna go ahead and drop this off. But yeah, what am I talking about today? What do I want to talk about today? Just fiat farming in general. Like I'm literally just fiat farming. Every single day, day in, day out, fiat farming. Give me cash, give me US dollars. I'm gonna harvest the value of society and then convert it into Bitcoin. Essentially, yes. I'm going to make money doing whatever I can in whatever ways that I possibly can to make money so I can take that money and then go buy Bitcoin. And then I'm gonna rinse and repeat basically until the end of time. So yeah, I mean, talking a little bit about Bitcoin, I know for a lot of people, it's really like the price is what matters. It's like, what is Bitcoin, how much is Bitcoin worth right now? That's what everybody seems to have their eyes on. What's the price? What does it say? How much is Bitcoin trading at right now? That's all that matters. And to me, the price doesn't fucking matter. I don't care what price Bitcoin is. I understand the conversion value, how much USD converts into Bitcoin per dollar. That's kind of what concerns me. But I'm not a seller. Like, I am a buy and hold. So the cheaper Bitcoin is, the more I can buy for it. Like, the more I get whenever I spend money on it, and the more expensive it is, the less I get for what I spend on it, you know? So I don't care what the price is. I'm still gonna buy it regardless. I always make a daily buy of Bitcoin every day. So every day I'm going to buy Bitcoin. Just like the sun rises in the sky in the morning and sets at night, I'm gonna buy Bitcoin. No ands, ifs, or buts. And if I don't buy Bitcoin on the day, it's because that did like a double or triple buy the following day. So like for my level of income right now, I can usually put about $10 to $20 into Bitcoin every day if I'm being conservative. That's just like extra spare cash. That might be like 2 or 3 DoorDash deliveries, and I'm just gonna go buy Bitcoin with it. Now, when I'm more aggressive, I might buy like 200, I might buy like 300, I might buy like $50 on a day, and in those instances, it makes it to where I don't necessarily have to buy the next day, but it is a policy per Pelagos to make a daily Bitcoin buy regardless of the price. So we have an allocation strategy. I'm not sure if I'm gonna talk. Oh fuck, this dude just fucking hell. This is why I hate these trucks. Like, bro, put a fucking tarp on your shit, bro. I hate these trucks because all they do is just spew out fucking rocks on the highway and it just cracks your windshield. Like, bruh. You're lucky that shit washes off. If that was a chip, man, I would have crashed out. It's like, bro, put a fucking tarp on your shit. Alright, anyway, getting back to my talk. We have an allocation strategy. If you're in the Pelagos community, I will happily share that strategy with you, and you can see how a holdings company builds a balance sheet that will conquer time and administration. I'm not going to disclose that on YouTube because I feel like it's intellectual property, and though I'm happy to share knowledge and information, I feel like we're still a little bit too early into the development for me to just be giving away my personal playbook. Now, once we're up and running, and, you know, maybe if the channel gets a little bit more support and, you know, the community starts being a little bit more supportive, I might go truly public with what we're doing and our intentions and whatnot. But for now, I think I'm just going to keep that a little bit more private. So basically, by policy, we always buy Bitcoin on the daily, regardless of what our balance sheet or what our current allocations look like. So for me, I'm gonna make this buy today. I'm gonna try to make $20 after I buy gas to buy Bitcoin. I got paid today from my job, and I have that money sitting aside just to pay my car note, which is basically my most expensive bill. And then once that's paid, I can start allocating any extra or surplus capital that I have at leisure. But until that gets paid, I kind of have to just, you know, walk on thin ice and make sure that I don't do anything dumb, which puts my immediate expenses at jeopardy. So let's see, yesterday we made a buy, today we made a buy. I mentioned in yesterday's video that I opened up a silver position yesterday. Man, I was scared, I'm not gonna lie, because in overnight trading, silver dropped down to like about, I'm not gonna talk about the price, but basically it had like a 1% or like a 2% drop overnight, which was gonna cook my position, and I wasn't willing to swing it, so it was gonna be more like an overnight trade. But when I woke up, holy shit, silver made a new all-time high, and then it just went crazy. It just went like, it literally just went like that, like straight up and to the right, and it worked out pretty well. Immediately after that, silver crashed as well as gold crashed. So if you're watching the news and you're like, hey, gold had a major pullback, it definitely did. Gold is having a major pullback right now. I think gold is having about a 3% drawdown right now. I think it might have come down from like $4,000 an ounce to maybe like, I'm not fucking sure what it's trading at right now. I'm not looking at the futures charts. But anybody who is keeping up with the news is going to see that massive retracement. And anybody who is trading futures and was able to catch that, I mean, it's going down right now. So you probably are still in your short position at the time of this recording, because it's still, I mean, shorts are just on parade right now. Bulls are getting obliterated, but we don't care. We don't care what the silver markets do. We don't care what the gold markets do. We don't care what the stock market does. We don't care about any of that shit. We just want to buy Bitcoin. So I'm DoorDash. Fuck the stock market. Fuck day trading. Fuck the future sectors. Fuck the S&P 500. Fuck your favorite equity. Fuck my favorite equity. I'm buying Bitcoin right now. And just like magic, we've already arrived at our order. So let's go ahead and drop this off, and then we will have some money for gas. We're gonna take that gas and use it to make money so we can buy Bitcoin. Now I have a lot of stuff to do today, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna be able to do. I've got a birthday bash I'm going to, and anybody who is watching this video and is familiar with me in person, I might see you there, man. I hope I can see a couple of my friends there and we can have a great time. I usually don't go out because I'm always hustling to buy Bitcoin, but today, you know, it's a friend's birthday party, and he's actually doing it pretty big, and I'm gonna go support him. Not because I have to, not because I'm required to, but because it's my sovereign decision to support my friends and family. You know, you can't always get wrapped up about, you know, fucking making money. Like, at the end of the day, yeah, it's important to put yourself in a position to be successful in the future, but it's also important to live the life that you want to live in the moment, because yeah, money is great, wealth is phenomenal, having the freedom to do whatever you want is basically a dream of everybody, but time is precious, and the moments that you have while you're alive are also priceless. And you can never forget that money can't buy back time. So today we're setting aside some time, which could be used to go make more money, to build out this balance sheet. Just live a little bit, you know, have some fun, go support, give your energy out to the community. We're gonna go ahead and drop off this order. Yes, you hear that sound? You hear that sound? Do I want to take this order? Yes, I do want to take this order. I'm going to take this order. Okay. So we got another order. It wasn't anything great, but you know, this promotion's still running, and it is a weekday. So during the weekday, you kind of just have to take what, you know, you got to take what you can get. You can't really be too picky. It's like $9 for like a 9-mile drive, and yeah, it's nothing too great, but it puts $9 into my account, which is 50% of my goal, which is $20, because I want to buy $20 worth of Bitcoin today. So we're gonna go ahead and take it, because I have a lot to do today, and I just need to get this daily buy out the way so I can go be responsible. But yeah, it's not all about making money, you know. You need to have a life at the end of the day, outside of just staring at your balance, you know. Like, you need to be able to enjoy your life to a certain extent. Now, I mean, it's difficult for me to say that because I literally don't have a life. I literally do nothing but just try to make as much money as possible so I can put myself into a position where life is easier for me going forward. But today we're taking a step back from that. So happy birthday, my friend. If you ever get around to watching this video, I hope that you can join us in our community at some point. But getting back to Bitcoin, you know, it's like, yeah, I day trade stocks and options, and I have a decent understanding of equities and whatnot. And I'm sure there's somebody out there that is wondering, like, hey man, you know, Bitcoin is a slow ass mover. Why don't you just focus on day trading? And it's like, yeah, you know, we are going to get to the point where our balance sheet has enough capital to meet our allocation strategy and have enough cash liquidity to be continuously trading. But that's not where we're at right now, because you got to think about it. I'm a Bitcoin bull. I see Bitcoin going up to like multiple millions of dollars conservatively. From the current price, that's like a 19-20x. So in terms of me being a day trader, like, I had a phenomenal trade this morning. I woke up to like almost like a 90% gain on my position. which is outstanding. But I know that the returns on Bitcoin are going to be like 20, 50, 100x. So it's like, I might as well just like, you listen to what I'm saying. Bitcoin is going to millions of dollars at some point. It doesn't have to be this year, it doesn't have to be next year, it doesn't have to be the next 5 years, but it's going to millions of dollars. So it's like, why would I invest trying to like time equities and like trade in a manipulated market to get like a 50-40% return on the day when I can just get a guaranteed like 50x? And the thing is, like, even if you do trade just like the highest level known to man, you still have to be risk adjust, you know? So it's like, even if I know that my next trade's gonna go up 1,000%, I can't just full port the shit, you know? I can't dump every single dollar I have into one leveraged position just because I know where it's gonna go. Bro, even if you had like a 20% drawdown, bro, if you have a 20% drawdown on your total account, bro, you will literally be fucking sick. Like, imagine getting stopped out for a 30% loss and it's like everything you own. I probably would not be able to emotionally recover from that. But with Bitcoin, I can full port that shit every day. I'm full ported right now. Like, if you saw our allocations, like the pie chart is like the pie chart literally looks like this, and then like everything else is like right here. Like, our allocations are just like ridiculous. So, and I'm happy with it. I've got no concern. Like, pretty much everything I own is in Bitcoin, and I'm happy. I'm happy that way. But like, if I open like a $100-$200 leveraged position and I see I get like a 20% drawdown on that, man, you know, like I can't really handle that. So it just makes sense. Like, why wouldn't I want to get a 50 to 100% return on everything that I own versus taking risky leveraged positions? You know, it's like, because you know, when you're trading the market, there's something called risk to reward, and what that means is you have a certain amount of risk and then you have a certain amount of reward. And usually when the reward is really big, the risk is also pretty big as well. So it's like, you know, if you have the potential to 3x your money, you probably also have the potential to lose like 60 to 90% of it fairly easily. But with Bitcoin, we just don't care. We don't care. We do not care about the price of Bitcoin. I'm buying Bitcoin at 100K. I'm buying it at 90K. I'm buying it at 150K. I'm buying it at 200K. I'm buying it at 300K. I'm buying it at 500K. I'm buying it at $1 million. And if it goes down to 10K, I'm buying it at 10K. We don't care about the price of Bitcoin. We just care about the amount that we hold. So literally that, like, it's like when people say that Bitcoin is risky, but it's only risky if you price it in US dollars. If you adopt Bitcoin as a currency, it's risk-free because you don't care. You do not care about the price because you've abandoned the US dollar and you've gone to Bitcoin, or you've gone to the cryptocurrency side of things in general. You don't care what it's trading at. Like, do you care about what the value of the US dollar is? Like, if you were to pull up DXY right now and you saw that, you know, year to date that fucking the dollar's down like 6 or 8%, are you gonna dump your US dollars and go to euros? Like, are you just gonna like abandon the US dollar because it fell a bit this year because the currency has been debated? No, you're not. You're gonna continue using the dollar. Could lose another 30% and you're still gonna keep using it. Same thing with me with Bitcoin. I do not care about the price. So it's the easiest buy in the world for me. It's the easiest buy. Like, once you stop caring about the price and you just care about how much you own, it becomes the most risk-free asset out there. Like, I'm gonna buy Bitcoin tomorrow and for the next 1,000 days every day, and I'm gonna put a percentage of my total daily income and available capital into it every day, regardless of the price. And it's never gonna stop. I'm never gonna stop. So if I'm a bull on Bitcoin, why don't I just buy Bitcoin? You see, I trade stocks, I trade options, I make money in other sectors, but it's just to pull money back into Bitcoin. And it's like, even if I do keep some money in the cash liquidity, even if we do build up our cash liquidity, it's only to serve the purpose of generating higher returns so we can go buy more Bitcoin. And whatever's in the cash liquidity or whatever equities we hold, it's always risk adjusted to the point where we don't care if we lose it. So it's like my stock portfolio could go to zero and I don't care, because that's my max risk. Like, my entire holdings of equities and cash liquidity is my max risk. We're gonna go ahead and pick up this order. So we just got back from Wingstop. We're gonna go ahead and drop off this order, and then we should get some gas. So I think after we get some gas, I'll go ahead and end this video, because I'm not sure. Like, if you watch my videos, thank you, first of all. I truly do appreciate it. But if you watch them for the whole thing, man, join the Pelagos community, because I would personally like to thank you for sticking around this long. You know, I want to give you some Pella. I would love to express my appreciation for you staying this long to watch me ramble about my personal life and Bitcoin with some cryptocurrency. I made some Pella, and we have an undisclosed amount of it that will enter the market at some point, and I want to give you an airdrop of some Pella so you can buy my products and enjoy the love of Mother Nature. But anyway, I do not give a fuck about the price of Bitcoin in US dollars, because if you've been watching my videos, you know that I don't hold US dollars at all. I'd much rather use a form of credit than actual dollars, but we'll save that for much later down the road. The only thing I really hold US dollars for is to pay for immediate expenses. Like, I don't have a savings account. I don't have an emergency fund. I think, like, I might have like $6 in my bank account at any given point. And the only way it would not be that case is if I have a bill that's due. So if I have like a bill that's due, I might have the exact amount for that bill in the bank account. But I don't really like banks, so I don't like banks. They piss me off, and they don't care about you. So I'm not gonna let them lend out my money 10-to-1 and then give me nothing in return. So I kind of fuck with SoFi. Like, SoFi is pretty cool. If I ever do have some money, I'll probably bank with them. But in most cases, I'm just not gonna let a bank hold on to my money for me. So with that being said, it's risk-free for Pelagos to just hold an insanely large amount of Bitcoin. And not only is it risk-free, it's just so much peace of mind. There's just so much peace of mind. Like, once you stop caring about the US dollar, it's almost liberating. Like you truly, it's almost like freedom. Do you remember, like, when you were a kid in like 4th or 5th grade, and then like it was like summer started, and you just knew that was like your last day of class before you could just go and do whatever you wanted to? That's what it's like to have no dollars in your account. To know that my money just can't be pulled out because Apple wants to charge me for whatever reason. To know that, like, my bank isn't gonna overdraft me for some irresponsible charge that I made and put me like negative $1,000 and basically make it impossible for me to do anything. Like, to know that I just can't randomly have my value be siphoned away by like subscriptions and stuff, and it just feels great, you know? And not only does it feel great, but man, the compounding is amazing. It's just so nice. It's like, if Bitcoin goes up like 2% in a day, then so do I. If it goes up like 5% in a day, then so do I. And like, everybody knows, like, hey man, a 5% return on the day looks incredible, especially if you have a lot of money. Like if you're if you have like $4 million and like your bank account goes up like 5%, like bro, you're gonna make like 20,000. You're gonna make like fucking $20,000. I can't do math right now, but that sounds about right. No, that does not sound right. Like $200,000. I hope that's right. But you get what I'm saying. It's like even if you have a down day, then you just go buy more Bitcoin because now you're just getting a discount on your own money. Like it's just so good, man. Like it just feels so good. And then you have like a little bit of Ethereum, you have a little bit of like Solana in the mix. It's like you can sell the Ethereum if you need cash, you can sell the Solana if you need cash, and those appreciate faster than Bitcoin does. So it's like, bro, if I do need to sell something to go get USD, I'm just gonna fucking sell Solana, because if Bitcoin and Ethereum's up like 4 or 5%, Solana's gonna be up like 10%. And it's just so good. It's just so good. Like I have zero complaints. And I have nothing but upside too. I have nothing but upside, and I also have zero complaints, which is amazing because like I used to hold like a stock portfolio, and even that was great. Like I was in the great MicroStrategy run of like 2024, and I was buying MicroStrategy around like 170, and then it went all the way up to like 560 at one point, like 560 for like literally like 5 minutes. But through that run, it was going up like 17% in a day, and I would just wake up and be up like $500 each day, and it really showed me. It's like, hey, like I don't make $500 a day every day. Like even when I was in my sales role and I was making like $1,000 a day, like I might have like one day where I make like $700, or like another day on the week where I make like $800, but it wasn't every day. Like I'd usually average about like 240 bucks a day, or like maybe 300 if I was on a hot streak. But then you got to remember like taxes and stuff, man. Like you get taxed on all of that. So it's like if you do have a $1,000 day, you still get 30% tax on it. And it's like the more money you make, the less you earn. But it's like when you have compounding on your side, man, it's just like, because the problem with stocks is if you have a great position and then your shit starts going up and then you start getting excited, then you want to buy more. But that fucks up your average cost. So if it retraces the next day, you lose a lot. You lose a lot of money because you bought higher, which reduced your average cost, which means that you make less money per share, but you also lose more money per share compared to where you bought. So it's like you can get excited to the point where you just over leverage yourself, and then the moment you have like one red day, you basically like get back to break even, or God forbid you end up red on like a position that should have been up like 80%, but you didn't sell it because you were married to the stock. And I'm speaking from experience here. I did not sell MicroStrategy at 560. I said I wanted to hold MicroStrategy forever. And well, what do you know? Fucking Saylor decided to hit the ATM right as we hit 560. I mean, I can't really blame them, but dude, like, fuck you, bro. Like, I thought we were going to 600. I thought we were going to 1,000. You just wanted to dilute me, and I ended up like selling around like 400s, like low 300s. So it's like, sure, I probably made like 30% on the position, but you got to remember, I was up like over 100% at one point just on the shares alone. But that doesn't happen with Bitcoin. There is no dilution. There is no Saylor decides to tweet something or gets involved with the SEC and everything goes to shit. There's none of that. There's literally none of that. It's just a finite amount, and whoever can get their hands on it holds it, and the people that don't, they just don't get it. It's simple, clear cut, mathematical even, and man, it's just so liberating, you know? Like I don't have to worry. Like I don't I don't have to worry about what Bitcoin does. I just have to make sure that the amount of Satoshis that I have keeps increasing at a faster rate each time I buy. And it's like, as long as you do that, it's like, bro, my company's gonna outperform like literally everything in Austin. Like, think about it like this, right? So you're an entrepreneur, right? You're a business owner, you're a hustler, you're a go-getter, right? What do you think is the most profitable, lucrative field basically to exist? Sales and advertising. Those are the two most lucrative fields with a low operational cost that you can get into. Why? Because you're selling somebody else's product, or you're advertising for somebody else, and the tools that you're advertising should have an extremely low cost of operation. That's why companies like Meta are literally the best company to ever exist, because they have WhatsApp, they have Instagram, they have Facebook. Fuck, they have a lot of shit, you know? And all of those platforms can advertise to basically the entire world population, and all they need to do is just run a couple servers. And they can charge an infinite amount of companies whatever the fuck they want to advertise on their platforms forever. And then if you can if you have a sales agent who's gonna go sell an advertising package to somebody, there's literally no cost. Like, so what? You're gonna create an extra ad, and you have to like pay some like web dev to like script some fucking like pixels onto a screen that gets like showed at every interval to like a specific group of people that have that interest. It's like, bro, it's like you're not a fucking biotech company that has to invest like $100,000 to create some weird research chemical, you know? It's like you're not a farmer who has to like go out and buy like fucking like heavy machinery to pull plants out of the fucking earth. It's like you're not a rocket lab building rockets and studying like trajectories in space. It's like sales and marketing traditionally have the lowest upfront cost. That's why companies like YouTube and TikTok can pay their content creators an astronomical amount of money compared to the work that they do, just because of their costs of operations are so low. Like, all you have to do is keep the lights on. But what makes even more money than that? Financial instruments. Financial instruments are great because not only do they have the potential to generate you an incredible return compared to what you put in, you also have compounding working on your side. And unlike sales roles, you don't have compounding working on your side. I can sell an apple for $5 per apple, which is a ripoff, but I can sell an apple for $5 per apple, and no matter how many apples I sell, unless I intentionally raise the price on those apples, the amount of money that I'm gonna make per apple never increases. But with financial instruments, you get something called percentage returns, which means that the percentage of your return is based on the total, what's the term for it? It's based on the principal amount that the position was started with, you know? So if I have $200 and I make 5% off of that each day, well, sure, the first day I'm gonna make $10, and then I'm gonna have $210, but then I'm gonna make 5% off of $210, which is gonna be like, fuck, I don't know, like $12. We'll just call it like $11. I'll make like $11 the next day. And the next day I might make like $12, and the next day I might make like $13, and the next day, you see what I'm saying? It slowly compounds, and then it's not so much that you're making money off of what you started with, you're actually starting to make money off of the compounded gains. We call this a CAGR approach, which is like a cumulative annual growth return. Yeah, it's like a cumulative annual growth return. It's like kind of like compounding interest, but you're not necessarily compounding the interest itself. You're compounding on the initial gains. That's why they say that investing into the stock market is so powerful, because like, sure, if you're buying the S&P 500 today, like close to like $670 per share, in order for you to get a double up on your money, the S&P 500 has to go to like fucking like 1,300. But if you were buying 4 years ago when the S&P was like around like 167, it's like, bro, you're up like 400% just on the ETF. We're gonna go ahead and drop off this order. So we're gonna go ahead and head to this gas station and wrap things up. I might go live and stream. I just don't like making hour-long YouTube videos because they take forever to edit. Like, I don't really do any editing, so I can't really complain. Most of my videos are pretty raw. I just throw some fucking captions on there. But anyways, yeah, like, someone once told me this and it resonated with me pretty heavily. If you buy a stock or a contract for $1, you know, and it goes up 10%, it goes up 10 cents, right? You're gonna make 10 cents on your position. But at a certain point, it's going to get to $1.10, $1.50, and then $1.90, and then at some point it's going to hit $2, right? And then it's going to keep going up. But from that point on, now that it's a $2 stock, bro, like for each 10% move after that, it's like, bro, you're kind of making like 100%. Like, you're making a fuck ton of money, like, really quick. Like, for an example, right? I was with a community that we found BM&R when it was like literally like I want to say like $2, right? Like, it was like a $2 company when we first saw it, right? And I saw it, right? And I was like, it went from $2 to $7, right? I was like, fuck, man, that's a phenomenal return. Like, you know, the people who are buying it around like $2 or $3 are up like 200% right now at $7. So I didn't really buy any of it. Within the next 48 hours, it went to like 170. Now, what do you think the percent return is going from $3 to 170 on the day? Like, what do you think it was saying on the people who are still holding it? Their screen was probably telling them that they were up 5,000%. And then Octo. Anybody catch Octo? Probably no one caught Octo, but the same shit happened. When you're buying an asset, you get compounded returns, which means you're not just compounding the gain itself, you're compounding on the principal value of what you have as well. So what that basically goes to say is that owning equities and cryptocurrencies are actually more profitable than a traditional business. Why, you might ask? Well, because you can sell crypto and equities just like you would any other product into a market. And coming from a background of sales, this really resonated with me. Why? Because you're trading some of the most liquid assets in the world. There's always going to be a buyer, and there are always going to be sellers, and you never have to look anywhere than a couple feet in front of you, which is your phone screen or computer, to find them. There is no advertising, there is no marketing, there is no paying a team to go out and sell your products for you. Fuck, you might not even need a storefront. You might not even need real estate to operate out of. You could probably just go to an internet cafe and run a multi-billion-dollar operation off of a fucking MacBook and some McDonald's Wi-Fi. So when you think about it like that, it's like, yeah, Pelagos is probably going to be one of the most profitable and valuable companies in Austin in just a few years. Why? Because we are going to have competitors across all markets. Like, we will be competing for market share with literally every other business that exists in Austin, but we're not going to face the same issues that they face. We're not going to have to pay rent. We're going to have to pay employees. We're going to have to pay literally every single traditional business expense that there is. All we have to do is just buy and hold crypto and then take a small percentage of the company's capital and put those into leveraged financial instruments just to be able to generate the returns that are required for operational expenses. And it's like, dude, like, and then we just take the money, and then we just take all of the money from the profits and we just build out our balance sheet even more. And people are like, oh, well, that sounds boring. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, it's great to have a lot of money and stuff, but what are you gonna do with what are you gonna do with all of that money? Bro, whatever the fuck we want to do. Whatever the fuck we can do whatever we want. Like, people don't realize that a balance sheet is, in this day and age, having a strong and clean balance sheet is, it's like the Avatar. It's like when Aang finally locked in and was able to like master all four elements and like fight that final dude, where you just like doing like all types of like weird chemistry, like this. Like, I'm literally like Edward Elric shit, like literally like the fucking financial alchemist. You know what I mean? Because it's like, worst case scenario, even if the business doesn't even perform that well, if we have a fucking good balance sheet, we can just go to a bank and just get a loan against it, and then just be good. Like, the goal for Pelagos is to remain sovereign at all costs. No matter the sacrifice, we will remain sovereign. But it's like, bro, if we didn't want to do that, we could just take the balance sheet and go to a bank and just borrow against it and just have them print money for us. And then, like, what do we have to pay back the debt? We will never pay back the debt, because all the assets that we're owning are basically cream of the crop. They're going to outperform literally everything, and we're starting a position early while the assets are literally in their infancy, to the point where it's like, bro, it's like, we're gonna 100x, we're gonna 200x, we're gonna 300x, and then the debt that we borrowed at some point, like the banks will literally be like foaming at the mouth to beg us to refinance our debt, just so they have a small chance of being able to liquidate our assets. Like, if I go to a bank and borrow $10,000 and I don't do anything else with it and I never pay it back, my assets balloon, the bank will be like literally sending guys to my front door, like the dude who's like calling you to talk about your extended car's warranty, being like, hey man, you sure you don't need an extra $2 million? Oh, things are looking really good on your end right now, man. You sure you don't want to borrow like another $10 million? Oh yeah, we'll give it to you at negative 5% interest, just please. And it's like, bro, it's like, we're probably not going to take him up on that, but that's the power of having a good and clean balance sheet. And the problem that a lot of businesses are facing in this day and age is that their operational expenses are being dwarfed. Their operational expenses are dwarfing their profit margins because of the economy. They're using legacy business tactics in a world where that financial ecosystem is collapsing. It's like, restaurants are getting hit the hardest. If you do not have the best restaurant in the city, no one's gonna spend money with you. I'm not. Why would I pay fucking $12 for a hamburger when I can go to Flower Child and get like some like literal like premium god food from Cake that basically makes like that makes conceptual restaurants that are just based to like basically be the best restaurant in existence. I have the best food, the best quality of the service, and I pay the same price that I would pay for a McDonald's cheeseburger. It's like, you can't compete with businesses in this environment unless you have like a cutting edge. Like, a lot of businesses are gonna find out that unless you have a really, really loyal customer base, you cannot price things competitively in this environment, because everything's priced the same. You can go out and spend $50 at fucking Popeyes, and people do it. I'm a DoorDash delivery driver. I've seen people spend $60 to $80 on fucking McDonald's. That's just like, you could go to a 5-star diner and probably get the same amount of food for the same price, just because everything's the same price. It's like, what do you want? Do you want the $10 shot of like fucking piss water? Or do you want the $10 shot of like premium like 100-year aged cognac? Like, everything's the same price. And a lot of people are figuring it out that businesses can no longer price things competitively, because for one, everything is already too expensive, everything is already overpriced, and everything's basically priced the same. but the cost of their expenses are going up dramatically. So all small businesses and like even medium-sized businesses are getting crushed by debt. Like even the company that I work like with right now, like I'm being furloughed right now because of the government shutdown. And I just like I mean, it sucks for me, I guess, but like I don't really care at all, just because it gives me more time to focus on building out Pelagos and buying Bitcoin. But it's like, bro, it's like people are finding out that treasury companies or treasury styled companies are slowly becoming they're basically it's the best. I don't know what to tell you. It's the best business model. Think about it like this. You own the best asset in the world. It's highly liquid, and you can trade it at any point, and the upside is infinite. The upside's literally infinite, and you can sell it to whoever you want at any time. There's never buyers will line out the door to buy from you at any point. And it's like, even if you don't sell them your asset, you can stake it and get like 7 to 10% interest on it. It's like most businesses don't even generate fucking 15% a year compared to their expenses. Most real businesses teeter on break even. Like most businesses aren't even profitable. They just take on debt in hopes at some point that they are profitable enough to dollar cost average into their debt and make money and be able to support themselves. But BM&R is just literally buying Ethereum and then staking it for like 10%. And there's no operational expense. Like I think they have to like what do they even do? They just spend money. Their literal job is just to buy shit, and then people just, oh yeah, here's all. Like BM&R is probably the only stock that I will own without care. Like I want 100 shares of Circle, I want 100 shares of MicroStrategy, even though like I'd rather just buy Bitcoin. I probably will never get to 100 shares of MicroStrategy because I'll just be buying Bitcoin. But I'll happily buy 100 shares of BM&R. But at the same time, I'd rather just buy Ethereum and Bitcoin. But you kind of get what I'm saying. It's like these companies, the business model is new. Like this is literally like discovering oil for the first time back in like the 1920s. It's like you just fucking stick a rod into the ground and out comes black gold. And you can sell it for whatever price you want. There's an infinite amount of buyers. It never runs out. You can charge it based on market conditions. And banks will give you an infinite amount of money because they know that you have the best asset in the world. And then on top of all of that, you have Wall Street banks and institutions literally doing the same thing. It's like as if the play wasn't already so obvious to be the best strategy, all of the major players are doing it too. So it's like, I don't know what to say. Like I've been thinking about it for so long, and what really got it started was this job market. I could not find a job despite being a dance major. Like who the fuck doesn't want to hire a dance major? Like I'll literally hit the gritty on all of your clients and then they'll just buy whatever you want. Like I'll literally do a plie, and then whatever you're trying to do in terms of like computer science, it just instantly gets done. Like why aren't you guys hiring dance majors? This is fucked up. Like I went to school and learned how to roll on the ground, and you're telling me that I'm not competitive in this job market? Make it make sense. But in any case, I was trying to find a job, right? And I'm super business savvy. I'm a dance major. I have everything in life going for me. I have long, luxurious hair, and you know, I'm not gonna speak on my record or anything, but shit, man, like I should really be a CEO at Meta or something like that. But no, nobody wanted to give me a shot, and I was like, I'm gonna work 60 hours a week to get taxed 30% and watch the money I make get debased by 10% annually, and also simultaneously get inflated by 10%, and then I'm never gonna have a chance of getting a raise or getting an actual decent work-life balance just to be able to pay rent. I was like, bro, I'm just better off fucking starting a business of my own. That way I can at least decide, like, you know, how much money I make and like what type of work-life balance I want. And then I eventually arrived at Pelagos, and I'm just looking at the Pelagos business model right now, and I'm looking at the competition here in Austin, and I'm like, bro, like, I have the best business model. Like, and people are like, oh, what do you know? You're just a young dude who has had some sales experience in business development and is a dance major. What do you know about business and entrepreneurship? It's like, bro, have you not watched the last videos? Like, if anyone has watched any of my videos or talked to me a little bit in person, I'm like 1% financially literate, and that's enough you need to be to run a business in America. That's literally all you need. You just need to be somewhat financially literate, and you'll become a millionaire pretty much instantly. Because most millionaires aren't even financially literate. They just take on debt. They just take on a fuck ton of debt and then just keep rolling it over. But I'm looking at the business model and I'm like, so we basically have negative expenses, tremendous upside, and yeah, like what more could you possibly want? And then on top of that, we just have free cash flow and an insane amount of liquidity that can be deployed at any point because it's not tied down in non-liquid assets. Like, literally, what more could you possibly ask for? Like I don't need to hire anybody. I can literally I can go to the bank with this business idea and sell it off and probably get like bought out by venture capital within the next 3 weeks. But I'm not gonna do it because Pelagos is sovereign. I am sovereign. We will always be sovereign. But I'm just looking at the business model. I'm like, where's the risk? Like, where is the risk? I die? Like shit, even if I die, you know, like the company's still gonna be doing fine. Like, assets are still gonna keep appreciating at light speed. Maybe someone else takes over Pelagos and they just keep buying Bitcoin and all is well, you know. But we're getting close to this gas station, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up. A couple gems I would like to drop on you guys. Yeah, so if you're considering joining the community, we're gonna be doing live calls. We're gonna be doing like fucking group calls and stuff about people can just come, present their ideas, present the situations that they're in right now, and then have the community give some feedback on, you know, what they think is a good move for you, you know, because a lot of people are having to struggle out here alone. And I'm like, we don't have to struggle alone, guys. We can struggle together. We can be broke, unemployed, and discontent together. Like, there's no reason why we should have to go at this alone, you know. But we are getting towards this place. I was watching a video earlier today, and I just want to kind of pass on what they're essentially saying is that if you guys want to make it in this world, you have to take risks. You have to take risks. You have to do things that are crazy, and you have to be able to commit to those crazy things and see them through. Because I remember this particular quote stands out to me right now, and it's, the pain of regret hurts a lot more than the pain of failure. And it's so true, because I failed at pretty much everything I've ever done, but the things that I didn't do still haunt me to this day. And the things that cause me the most pain and anguish are because of the things that I didn't do, not because of the things that I did. I don't really care too much about my failures and the things that didn't work out for me, but I really dislike the moments that I had an opportunity to do something but didn't do it and suffered because of that. So what I'm going to put on to you guys is really consider what you want to do in life and make sure that you're taking steps to bring yourself closer to your ambitions. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Just fucking do it. I am Pelagos. I am sovereign. I hope to see more people comment. If you don't want to hear me ramble for hours while delivering food, please drop a like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and I will respond to your comment in the next video.